What is up, Kripple Krew? How is everybody today? I hope everybody's having a killer Tuesday. Oh, let's get some more light on in here. And we're going to do one thing about this camera real quick. Fix the focus. I see Ginger Fisher was the first person popping in this morning and leaving a hello. Yeah, he's at work though, couldn't stay. Remember Kripple Krew Inc.? It's Tuesday, Tactical Tuesday, as usual. And why is the focus bouncing so much? Let's get some more light over here. We've got some new knives to look at today. I'm surprised we don't have more folks popping in saying good morning so far. But we've got knives from Kaiser, Vasted, Tenable, Tuya to look at today. Why are you bouncing like that, focus? I don't like it. Can I fix that here? Doesn't look like it. Must be. Let's see. Yeah, it's not there. Let's do this. Oops. Try one more time. All right. I see we got some people popping in here yet. Surprised I'm still not seeing any comments. I wonder if I need to reload real quick. We'll let that reload. I wonder what everybody's carrying this morning. Check something real quick. Make sure that's not disabled. There we go. Anyone? Okay. Get into that control room. 8 people in, no comments. What is going on? Say hello. Let me know who's in today. Stab that like button if you don't mind. Pickled Steel, Aldo, what's up? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Okay, comments do work. That's what matters. I was wondering if comments were broke. I've never seen comments not coming in. Neil Mack, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? We also have a grip of new pickled steels that we're going to be looking at. We showed them on Thursday night and Saturday's stream, but we do got some wicked new pickled steels that we are going to be looking at again. This thing is such a wicked little chopper. Had to grab it out of the kitchen for the stream today. Caleb, what's going on? Member Kripple Krew Inc. I hope you're feeling better, homie. Cal, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Just in time. What it do, homie? Can't stay for long. I'm glad you popped in. So I do have good news about. I had to grab it out of the kitchen. I used it yesterday chopping up veggies and such. I haven't used it on meat yet. Because like I was making ground beef tacos yesterday, but I have used it on veggies and such, and it is wicked sharp and slicey. Get those badass emojis. Yeah, it is such a useful, just a useful. I was doing some cutting in a pinch grip with it, and the form factor for that, and for rocking onto a cutting board, is so perfect. I didn't have any ops dropping out the HVAC for me to test its beef jerky defense properties yet, but I know it'd be wicked. Keeping it in the sheath with a little bit of oil on it, just a little. Yeah, they are. You okay, buddy? The other one that I have had a chance to use lately, we were cutting some stuff up and getting rid of it, and the Rhino. Want to talk about cardboard destroyer, and then like anything else you need to cut, it's got such a useful blade shape for it. Greg, what's going on, homie? Grand Prize Greg Vanderlip, what it do? Yeah, this is such comfortable ergos. This will be this knife right here will be given away when we hit 2K. It'll be one of the giveaways. All right, Neil Mac, thanks for popping in. Have a great day. Then we've got the Scarp Pro as well that we're looking at. 67 layered Damascus. You can see, if the camera will focus, there you go. You can see the 9CR core running through the blade. Rosewood on the grips. And just the action you would expect from Pickled Steel. One thing that I have not had happen yet on any of their knives with a flipper tab is none of them have a late detent or that double clutch feeling where when you release it, it catches on the detent ball and then you have to push it past. You know, like when Chicka Molsek dropped. The knives were pretty nice, but all of them that had a flipper tab had a late detent. The detent ball wasn't properly placed, and when you would close them, it would catch on the detent ball, and you would either have to press the liner in a little bit more or push the knife past it. Not one Pickled Steel flipper has had a late detent yet. I mean, even the smaller details that a lot of companies don't catch in the beginning are being nailed by Pickled Steel. What it do, Henry G? Yeah, and they are all very, very sharp, and they all have that first flick feeling. When you go, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, that first flick feeling. Oh, that's no good, Greg. Hope you're feeling better. Dwayne Letterman, what it do, homie? Let's see if we can't get a little bit of lighting on here. There we go. So, I do have some awesome news. Our homie Johan Jordan. Okay, that is now really shadowed. Our homie Johan Jordan, designer of Pickled Steel Warhog, the Artisan Clio, and Kaiser Parakeet, as well as a couple other knives that are out that I don't have, is going to be joining us this Saturday for South African Saturday. Our homie is coming back on, Johan Jordan. We're going to be talking about Kaiser's first button compression lock. I mean, this is different than the top liner lock that's used in the Dogfish. We're also going to be talking about new knife projects he has coming down the horn. They're coming down the pipeline. But he's, before we already knew that there was, besides these three, the Kaiser Quaken and Kevin Smith, what's up, homie? The Kaiser Quaken and Donnie B, what it do, my man? How you doing, Donzo? Pizza time with KSK. Yay. And we already knew that the Gurkha was coming from Kubi and that there was like 18 other contracts. Well, there's even more since the last time we talked to him. So some of it he'll be able to share that he wasn't able to share before. Yes, I get to see some of them. What's up, Clint Crosby? I get to see some of them and can't share them, but he'll be able to share some that we haven't before, and I'm excited for that. Cicero, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Yeah, behave. Don't tell me what to do. Book Doozle, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? How are you? But I'm really stoked to have Johan back on the show and talking about what he's got coming. Besides the new Pickled Steels, we are also going to be getting a review and a look. What up, Mud? My brother, member Kripple Krew Inc. At what I think is my favorite Tenable yet. I've handled most of the Tenable models. We've given away a lot of them. This Tenable version of the Model 6, we're going to see if we can do better lighting. Yeah, maybe that'll look better. That does. Almost. All right. The Model 6 from Tenable. You've never given me one, must be untenable. Has an awesome sheep's foot blade and just killer crossbar action. Tenable's crossbars feel great. We gave away the cryo. Shout out to Daryl USA, who won the cryo yesterday on TikTok for 1,500 TikTok followers, and that crossbar felt a little tighter than this, but this is still great, and both feel better than the concept. crossbars, I have felt, which is funny because Concept makes Tenable, but Tenable rocks tighter springs. The Gideon drops today. You got the Perp Micarta? Hell yeah. That's our homie Broke Ass Knives design, Dead Sober Designs. Yeah, and these thumb ramps are so easy to whip out of there. Give our homeboy Just in Time a sub if you're not already. Let me see if I am. Give a second for that to pull it. There we go. Let's check this out. Boom. And I was not. I am now. I am going to comment on a short right quick so that it keeps the sub. Let me like and leave a comment real quick. There we go. I am subbed, homie. Of course, of course. Take it easy, Justin. Have a good one, mine. Yeah, this Tenable Model 6 feels really good and like a fantastic worker. We've also got a new Vasted that we'll be checking out, the Akita, with the Vanker lock, and second from the right, that one. Yeah, this Akita has, the looks of it didn't get me when it first came out, but it does have really good ergos, absolutely good ergos. So over here is the Tuya Anzu. It is a titanium liner lock with a front flipper that works very well. Let's see, reach around approved, as well as that generous blade hole for flicking. We've got a dual satin finish that looks beautiful. Focus. The shred carbon fiber in titanium. Nice milled pocket clip and very minimal hardware. All you see is the pivot screw. Everything else is hidden. That looks fantastic. The inlays, this is from Tuya, so I don't feel a transition at all between this. It's just smooth. And the carbon fiber itself looks beautiful. I mean, I do see a few voids, but shred carbon fiber, typically see a little bit. It's great cut of shred carbon fiber. The jimping on the front top flipper goes all the way around. And we have jimping down here in that choke up spot. It really feels comfortable in hand. Yeah, it's killer in hand. The other Tuya on the table is the Strength. And this is an integral with a very minimal back flipper that works. Whoops, that was my finger getting in the way of the top flipper. Works very well, or the front flipper. snaps. Listen to that. The acoustics are insane. It echoes in this room. We've got thumb studs that, let's see if I can get that reverse flick. Reverse flick is easy. I do lock myself out because it's got kind of a smaller clip. So for me, you know me and frame locks, I tend to lock. There we go. I got a good launch with the thumb. Yeah, I lock myself out pretty frequently on frame locks. But the reverse flick that sound. Oh, it sounds so good. And then, don't go robo mode on me. What are you doing, computer? And then, look at that satin under the mirror DLC. XO, what it do, homie? It's a beautiful. I'll get it better on the. Let's see if I turn this away. No, I'll get it better on video when I review show this off. But it's got a horizontal satin under a mirror DLC. Walking the boss, 113 pounds, both hands. Oh, that sound. What kind of dog, Cicero? Beautiful drop point. The way that this integral is done, it goes so you can see this like hourglass shape. Like it's not contoured, but it's definitely shaped in a way that fits the hand really well behind the pivot or up on that generous, comfortable choke up. This is a $440 knife. You've got the Kelly, what's up, sis? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Crystallized tie, which I could do without pocket clip. But that is a gorgeous knife that I'm you know what? I'm not going to leave it out here because I'm not going to open a bunch of knives over the top of it. I just wanted to give you guys a peek before the review. Yeah, that's Tuya expensive. Faux show. German Shepherd Dane. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a beautiful knife, but way out my price range. It is very, very well made. I will give it that. But we're putting it back in the box because I am not risking that knife. That's kind of like the Berg Blades Tick that I don't want to call it a review, that I showed off yesterday. That's a knife that, you know, I don't want to mess up, so I'm just gonna kind of, that Tuya will be the same. I'll show it off and show how nice it is and show some stuff about it, but I'm not going to be doing a lot with that because I'm not going to carry it. Robert Willoughby, thank you for popping it in and hitting the like button. But yeah, I'll definitely, you know, when I shoot the videos, I'll let you know if it's knives that I've actually carried or just knives that came in via the pass around that I just want to show off and show, you know, how nice knives can be. But I'll be honest, if I'm not going to carry a knife, you know, this is another one that I might I probably won't carry this to you. Everything else on the table will be carried. But the Tuyas, I have to look. I don't know who they belong to. I don't think that I'll throw that in the pocket. But quite a few 1,000-foot paracord rolls. Do you have any paracord affiliate links yet, Kelly? Like your own affiliate links? Roger Fook. I know Outward Rope does affiliates. I'm an affiliate with Outward Rope. Laid off Pete, member Kripple Krew Inc. He's got us all in the background while he's lurking, so he probably won't be replying to everybody. Copa Montega getting super anxious, waiting for those no rain V2s. Oh, yeah. And by the way, welcome, Copa. Don't know if they do it. You don't like asking people for anything. Yeah. Outward Rope is the only one that it's the only one that I have. They reached out to me through not Share a Sale, but the platform that CountyCom is on. I don't remember which platform that is. Alive. Still catching up after Hunt X. Same thing I was asking Kelly. Keith Nitz, what's going on? Welcome. How did Hunt X go for you, Aldo? We talked to Mervyn Thompson, and he was there. He did the Easter Durban the weekend before and then did Hunt X. That's awesome, Caleb. That is awesome. It went extremely well. Hell yeah, glad to hear it. Keith, Hunt X Aldo is in South Africa, and Hunt X is a big show in South Africa that is like our Blade show and SHOT show and our archery show all rolled into one. It's the largest show over there for outdoors and hunting stuff. Knives are a part of it. And it's a 4-day event where they get over 60,000 visitors. So you have a lot of different companies, you have a lot of different knife makers, designers, you have people from the hunting world, archery, all that stuff is at Hunt X. It'd be really fun to check out sometime. Make sure you guys are dropping your links. Because it's a Tuesday, we do get new folks rolling through here. If you are not following any of these links that you'll see my mods dropping, make sure to give them a follow because they also do awesome knife and EDC gear content. So busy you couldn't even do a video? Nice. I hope you're doing all right, Caleb. I know there's a lot going on. Tell you one knife that came in just the last couple of days that disappointed me is the drop Bear Fixie. I was so excited when I heard they were doing a drop Bear Fixie. I was so excited because I thought that the drop bear would translate to a fixie really well. They went, like, I can deal with the smaller size. Here it is compared to a regular drop bear, which is already not a big EDC. And if we go butt to butt, we're well over an inch shorter than a standard drop bear. I could deal with that. But they went too thin on it as well. Like, here is the baby banter fixie next to it. And the baby banter is quite a bit wider with those micarta scales. And it feels better in hand, even though it's a little bit smaller. T-Bird, what's going on? Good to see you, homie. And I just wish they went a little wider with these scales, because they made it more of a neck knife than an EDC fixie. But screwed that pooch by putting a giant pancake sheath on it. Like, I don't want to carry that around my neck. It's massive. If they would have done the sheath similar to what's currently on my neck, this is the baby banter sheath. Like, I could have carried that. I could see this as a neck knife size. It is a full forefinger if you're in the finger choil. I like the jimping out here, but it looks to me just like a little bit bigger baby banter fixie, honestly. And I'm just not a big fan. I thought it was going to be a little bigger. And, I like that it has tweezers and the pick in the scales. I really like that idea. The little lanyard's perfect. They should have gone wider. Gareth, what it do, my brother from a South African mother, member Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you. The last 4 red Freyas are in the US right now. This is the chocolate. These have been gone, but there is 4 more red ones, and they're I haven't checked today's current exchange, but the last time I checked, they were $25 after code Kripple10. They're going to be between that and $27 after code Kripple10, depending on today's exchange rate. But this is the best sub $30 knife you're going to find. The ergos are perfect for working. The pickled steel edges are always crazy sharp, and this is a knife that I have used quite a bit. And always crazy sharp, very light, very comfortable in hand with the back spacer, and just snappy action. Only like between 25 and 27 bucks after code Kripple10. So sub $30. D2, beautiful stonewash that is going to hide all the abuse you put this knife to. Put a pic of the pupper up on IG. Let me take a look at IG. Oh, on your IG? Gotcha. I'll pull my Instagram up. And if anybody wants to send pictures of their carry today to be shared with the Kripple Krew, we can do that. It's like I got some messages from Greg to listen to after this. I don't see Lou yet. Must be at his PO's office, doing that urine test. Roger that, folks. Roger. So, let Aldo know while he's here, guys, that you would definitely be all over a DBD edition of the Freya with Ultim scales. Let them know we need and want it so we can get them to make it. What's up, Aries? Good to see you, homie. Blades for you. Oh, man. That's sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better for sure. That sucks. But yeah, let Aldo know that we need a DBD edition in Ultim. Beardo was peeing hot one time, but it was just kidney stones. Yeah. I've had those. Those aren't fun. We need one with, I was thinking Ultim and a G10 backspacer or an FRN backspacer. And then maybe another color with Ultim backspacer. Ooh. 4 days till the downdraft. Yes, that's an attractive knife. Y'all see the Growler XL video that Lefty dropped today? He got the protos in for the Growler XL. It is a beast. Oh, another one I saw today. I'm going to see if it's on their website. And if it's on their website, I'll show it. Yes, it is. So this is coming soon. And this is absolutely a grail for me. What Tempest would do, drops like Devo. Yeah, well, I wish I could afford to keep up with the drops. That's for sure. Here we go. We are going to go Inception mode for 1 second and look at my new grail. SMKW exclusive Smoky Gray Shaman. You got awesome canvas micarta and a DLC S45 VN blade. Oh, I want that. I want that so bad. Ron Dobbins, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? Ron Dobbins would buy a DVD edition Freya in Ultim, wouldn't you, Ron Dobbins? Yeah, I already talked to him about it this morning and asked if he saw it. He did. I don't know if he's going to, though, because he's got the CTS XHP Shaman and he's got, doesn't he have a second one? I know he has the XHP. Rolf, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? What it do? Well, the Shaman is one that has been like one of my top Spydercos that I've wanted for a while. I love the ergos on it, and I love that you can front flip the blade. Yeah, he's trying to save up for Blade Show because he wants to be able to get stuff, and he wants to be able to get the his Ripley, of course. Barbie, what's up, sus? How is my homegirl today? Member Kripple Krew Inc. And so I don't think he's going to get another Shaman yet, but There's 3 shamans that I would take any one of the 3 that are on my Grail list. That's the XHP, the S45, or the S90V, and that's because all 3 of those have micarta scales. Yeah, that would be sick, Blades, for you. I'd be all over that. Working on spikes today. Ooh. Aries is going to have a full spike drop in June. Luckily, Waffle House doesn't cost too much. But this is my spike. Lagatha, you know her. Lagatha is in AEBL steel. And awesome burlap micarta with brass pins. And of course, a custom Aries EDC bead. This is such a fantastic knife. This is like my knifiest knife that ever could knife, and I love it. And there will be a half a dozen of these. Damn, Stan, what's going on? Man, everybody's feeling under the weather. I hope you get better soon. That's no good. But there will be a half dozen available of these on his Etsy store in June, and you know they are going to sell out in what, 2-3 minutes? So if you're wanting to get in, ooh, that's no bueno, Blades, for you. I wish him a strong recovery. What it do? What it do? Josh 304, how you doing, homie? But stay tuned to Aries channel for updates on the knives, progress on them as he's going, and as well as the drop date. And be ready with that card because these spikes are going to sell out quickly. I'm glad he's doing well now. Yeah, the Cardinal collabs went in 45 seconds. Those, I knew that was going to be instantaneous. I'm so happy for you guys. Status Outlaw, what it do, my man? How are you? But yes, you can get yourself a custom Aries EDC spike next month. Stay tuned for that. "45 seconds. That is sick." His last drop of 10 knives prior to that went in less than 3 minutes. Heck, Stan! Remember Kripple Krew Inc? Welcome back to the family, my friend. We will do a Warhog salute, some Warhog acoustics. Big shout out to Dan Stan. Members, show him those emojis, show him that love, welcoming him back to Kripple Krew Inc. Not only do Aries Customs sell out quick, but heck, even his production Bloom sold out on White Mountain Knives within hours. I couldn't be happier for you, Aries. And I'm so excited to see what's coming. And you know, I'm going to end up with an Ultim version of all your production models. You know it's going to happen. But I love the Bloom. Bloom is currently in Lagatha's place. Logitha was back for a day yesterday for my Carta Monday, but because I'm reviewing the bloom has been in Logitha's spot. It's such a great knife, Caleb. They really need more available, whether at White Mountain Knives or another retailer. But between White Mountain Knives Kubi sale and 10% discount code, I ended up getting this for less than $50. That's ridiculous. Awesome, awesome ergos. This is how you do a sheath, Kaiser. Kaiser gets it right sometimes. They screwed it up on the drop bear. But this is how you do an EDC knife sheath. Look how slim that is. Takes up no room on the belt. Pickled Steel, member for 3 months. I appreciate you. He says, stab that like and you better subscribe. We'll do some more Pickled Steel acoustics. Even the FRN knife thwacks. Those acoustics are great. The drop bear utility, now that one looks cool. That one I'm way more interested in than this drop bear fixie now that I have it in hand. Ooh, sent me some gems, huh? Aw. Do you guys want to see Cicero's puppy? I know you do. What am I asking? Of course you want to see Cicero's puppy. That's a stupid question. Look at that pupper. I can see the Great Dane and the German Shepherd in him. What a good pupper. That looks like a happy boy. Very happy boy. Hope to see y'all tonight for the 500 giveaway preview. Make sure if you can, you jump on. Hopefully everybody here can make it to Caleb's giveaway tonight. Or not giveaway tonight. I apologize. The live stream tonight. Teenage frat boy. Yeah, he looks like a happy pupper. But yeah, the drop bear utility looks more interesting to me. I really wanted this. I really wanted to like the drop bear fixed blade. And I liked the pictures of the different blade shapes. And maybe if I felt the micarta, I might like this a little better. I just wish it was a little wider. I wish the handles were thicker. Again, maybe the micarta will feel better in hand. But this would be more of a backup knife to me because of its ergos. Whereas typically I like my EDC fixie to be the first knife I reach for, not the last knife. You know what I mean? Well, I really want to look at the drop bear utility specs now and see what the overall length is. Because if it has a handle this size, then the drop bear utility will be awesome. But I don't like how small they went with the drop bear fixed blade, because the drop bear is not a large knife at all. It's got a sub 3-inch blade already, and they went quite a bit smaller. Yeah, space. You know what would make this knife work is some Brian F. Some Brian F scales, some micarta scales with glow spacers. That would transform this knife. However, you'd still have a big ass taco or pancake sheath until you made or got a custom kydex made for you. Like, if this was a taco sheath and these were a little wider, I'd be down with the clown. I like the drop bear and I wanted to love the fixed blade, but I hate the sheath and I'm not a fan of the knife. The size. Kill All Llamas coming in with the $2 super chat. Happy birthday, Kill All Llamas. Let's do a fancy Pickled Steel acoustics. To celebrate your birthday, we'll go fancy with it with that Damascus. I appreciate you and your support, and happy birthday. I have a Jimmy Crow custom sitting here as well, Barbie, that's going to be, I'm almost at 1,000 on Instagram. And this will be part of my Instagram giveaway. A knife that was donated by Kelly White and modified by Jimmy Crow, a buck knife. Oh, listen to that. Nick Martino, what's up? Listen to that. Oh, yes, I love the Kripple Krew, Kill All Llamas. You know, I did a live stream yesterday on TikTok to celebrate 1,500 on TikTok. And it's only my second live stream I've ever done on TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing there. And it was not big at all, but it was nice to see that it was mostly folks that are already part of my crew. And Daryl USA, who's been a follower for a long time, won the giveaway instead of some TikTok rando. But yeah, the whack. This will be for my Instagram 1K giveaway, which is coming up very soon. And we're like 150 away from 2K. So I think June 22nd or June 21st, it will be my 1 year on YouTube. And if we can get to 2K before 1 year, my mind will be blown. And we're only 150 away from it. And we've got a month and a half. All right, Aries. I'm looking forward to it, my friend. I hope you have a killer day. But we are getting very close to 2K on YouTube. And especially if we hit that before 1 year, yeah, we're going to have a big celebration. Let's look at Pickled Steel. Let's check out Aldo's carry. I'm going to share this. MPG! What's up, sis? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, look at that. Such a cool blade shape on that. Rocking that Pickled Steel. Love it. Looks good. Carrying the Pickled Steel Rhino. Hell yeah. Yes, everybody's doing fantastic. I appreciate it, Nick. Much love, Ron. I truly appreciate you, my brother. And your support and your kind words always mean a lot to me, my friend. Yeah, the Pickled Steel Joker. Okay, I thought so. I just didn't want to say it if I was wrong. Blue orange is the new Pickled Steel color right here. What's up, Jim Cox? How you doing? Yeah, the Rhino. It's a great great user, isn't it? MPG. I want to feel the micarta, but this Contour G10 is so comfortable in hand. Whether you're hammer gripping it, whether you're got a saber grip, or maybe you need to really get your finger out on that blade. You need to go wicked, wicked. That's all right, Greg. I'll check it out after the I'll check it out after the live stream. Yeah, this Rhino. The whack. The whack. Such a comfortable knife with those contoured G10 scales. And I'm sure the micarta feels even better. Decided to dye the orange a little blue. That's awesome. Yeah, you just wanted a custom. Everyday carry, what's up, homie? Not only is this a good knife, but you can get these for right at $50 with code Kripple10. This is the Pickled Steel Rhino, designed by Miguel Hetzel. The owner of Pickled Steel is currently on the live stream with us, Everyday Carry. And this, if you're looking for a work knife, 14C, so you're tough as nails and corrosion resistant, plus takes a wicked, wicked sticky edge. And then you have just a crazy usable blade shape. This is an awesome knife. And like I said, right at $50 with code Kripple10. For 14C contoured contoured G10 or micarta. There's also a black micarta version available. But yeah, the bright G10 definitely stands out, and it's going to be harder to lose. Yeah, the real you is out drinking. War Room, original member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Good to see you, brethren. Ooh, here is the Kubi that our boy Rolf won. Let's take a look at this. It's a nice looking knife. Look at that Kubi Vertigo with the Timascus inlays. I bet that has a real nice sound to it when it thwacks out. That's a good looking knife, Rolf. Yeah, I agree. I agree. MPG. You know, it's funny because out of all the upcoming Pickled Steels, you know, they every time he announces a new knife, it's a knife that I want. But out of all of them, the looks of this was one of the ones that I wanted to check it out, but it wasn't as high on my list. But getting it in hand, it's right up there with my favorites. Because it's just so good to use. If you want to knife something for any knife task, this will get you. See, my detent is like, whoops, that was me. Perfect. Yeah, so done so well. And of course, every pickled steel knife, every edge is hand finished on a whetstone. Yeah, very, very, very sharp. Caleb, have a great one. I hope you feel better, homie. See you later. Always glad when you're here, brother. Yes, very, very sharp. Pickled steel, even there. So this is the least expensive of the pickled steel folders that I have. This one comes in between $25 and $27 after code Kripple10. And even this one is hand finished on a whetstone. All pickled steels, most of your production knives are just belt sharpened and they come decently sharp. After these are belt sharpened, pickled steel edges are finished by hand on whetstones. So they are a much, much stickier edge than most factory knives. And then they hold it well because of their heat treat. I have not found a budget knife yet that a budget company that has as consistently sharp edges as pickled steel. Like I said, even their less than $30 Freya gets finished by hand on a whetstone. Oh yes, it's a very strong tip and it's 14C 28N. But you can see where it carries that blade stock thickness all the way out here. And then you've got that swedging right up here to strengthen it. But it means that you get a lot of that strength all the way out to that 14 or to that tip. And with 14C being as tough as it is, you could puncture the hell out of some stuff with this. And that flipper tab's going to keep you from sliding up. Every knife you buy breaks or corrodes with tile cleaning products like Zep or acid wash. Oh, that sounds like a like it would be really tough on them. It does. It does. It's that dip is perfect right here. You can push through stuff all day long. Unless you order something else. And it's very comfortable in a beef jerky defender or Avenger grip. You've got reach with it, and I can choke all the way back here and still get 4 fingers on it because of the shape of the handle. Killer $50 EDC that will put that work in. It really doesn't. You've got jimping right here, which locks you in. But the way that the thumb dip is shaped, I'm in it and I don't need any jimping right there. Spicy, Ron. I prefer spicy. Take it easy, Mud. I'll talk to you later, brother. Have a great day. What about you, Ron? Are you sweet or spicy? I'm all about that spicy. Yeah. Pickled Steel has some of my favorite knives, period. Like last year's absolute best budget knife, under $75. And you can actually get it right around $50 with code Kripple10. Warhog for life. Spicy, but not too spicy. Gotcha. Yeah, Warhog for life. This is still, I'd say I like this one a little better than the Rhino, but I'd Warhog for life. Y'all know I'm huge on the Pickled Steel Warhog. And very excited again that Johan Jordan will be joining us this Saturday and talking to us about what else is coming down the pipeline. He's got some new stuff working that we didn't know about before. Plus, we can take a look at stuff like his Gurkha. We'll have him talk about having Kaiser's first button compression lock. Saluting, yeah, Warhog salute. Yes, the Warhog is a crazy slicer. Yeah, the parakeet from Johan Jordan with Kaiser. This is a 5th pocket little big knife. Like I get a full 4-finger grip on it, but you also have a button compression lock. So insanely snappy action and awesome, strong, rock freaking solid lockup. This is a 5th pocket or ladies or just smaller EDC that will put in a lot more work than most knives this size because of that button compression lock and full 4-finger grip. If you want premium, he's got a little big knife with Artisan, the Clio. And if you want budget, you can go with Kaiser and go with the Parakeet, which comes with this sheep's foot or a drop point blade. Both of which have that button compression. Yeah, you can obviously tell he's a big fan of that of a sheep foot blade. There is a drop point version of this one available though. And it's available in micarta, G10, acrylic that's clear so that you can actually see that compression lock at work, or Ultim. Yeah, I want some giraffe bone. I want giraffe bone customs now. Like I want a Mervyn Thompson, that EDC prototype that he's working on. I want one of those EDC fixies with giraffe bones, and I also want a Blixen Blade Nightcrawler. Yeah, yes, Aldo, but you know what? There's not even any worry about comparing against companies like that right now, because Kaiser's been going 11 years. Pickled Steel's first knives dropped last year, really. And look where you are already. And the following that Pickled Steel has. When some of these other designs drop, like the Typhon, like the stuff that everybody's getting a chance to look at right now, like the Blood Eagle, it's gonna blow up, dude. And I don't see a limit for where Pickled Steel is gonna go, because you're working with designers that a lot of them, their first production design with these South African guys. I mean, I know that Johan is blowing up now, which is exactly what you hoped for. And getting them, like being the first one to get these designers to us is huge. But you care, like you're a knife guy, and you care about the knife and the end user more than those bigger companies. So I think that Pickled Steel will absolutely reach those levels. Black cherry. What are we drinking? I know you guys were talking about flavors earlier, but flavors of, are you doing like circle water, or is this something else? I know the edges come sharper than those companies. I'll say that for sure. And it all just takes time, because as you know, the knife making process, getting from a design to where you're shipping knives, takes a while. But you've got designs that are coming down the pipeline that are really going to blow up, I think. And I'm hella excited for it. Black cherry sparkling ice water. Roger, Roger. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't do sparkling water. I just drink regular ass water a lot. This Tuya Anzu, very nice. These are the first two Tuyas I've got to check out. This and that strength that I already put away. I've been like the Wolf is a design I really want to get hands on with. But these are definitely some beautiful knives. I like the shape of this. I like how it's chunky up here, because it feels really good up there and locks you in. Have foremost folders. Yes. Yeah, most of the folders are OEM by Remet. The kitchen knives are coming out of Taiwan from a different OEM, as will the fixed blades be coming from somebody over there. I'm putting this Tuya away before I get any scratches on it, because it ain't mine. Where is... Here it is. Here's another one that's in for review that I'm looking forward to checking out. I've got so much shipping I need to do. War Room has been telling me for a while I need to check this out. Thank you, Ron Dobbins. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. 20 cat. This 2025 and 6 are going to be huge for you. This is the Orion Knives Aries. And this is running a pivot button lock that is in, and I'm looking at it right now. It's that's like a compression lock almost in the way that it gets in there in between the tab. Very similar to a compression lock, but operated with a pivot button. Definitely a more tactical EDC with that compound ground drop point Tonto. But that drop point Tonto is going to be so useful for EDC tasks. Got that nice straight edge, a secondary tip, but a really low primary tip that you can get to. But this is definitely made with tactical use in mind. That will make me rust. I need bourbon. And yeah, just a really cool knife. 14C, 28 in. That pivot liner lock. Or not, it's definitely looks like a compression lock. Very, very similar. So strong as hell. Strong as hell. You're right, War Room. I do like this one. Reverse flick or thumb flick off of that fuller, or you can use the button, of course. But definitely a tactical style knife. This has Rolf Robertson written all over it to me. Blind Wolf Fury! Member for 3 months. They're just stopping in quick while working. I appreciate you, homie. And let's do some thwacks, some nice acoustics for you. A TRM salute. I appreciate your support, Blind Woo. And I hope you have a great day at work. That's not how you spell Clayton Cola. Oh man, I see people are starting to get their Sage 6s. That's such a good looking knife too. But I would much rather have that Smoky Mountain Knife Works Shaman that's coming up. That Smoky Mountain Knife Works Shaman. Ooh, the smoky gray Shaman looks beautiful. And it's only $300. Later, MPG. I appreciate you hanging out, sis. Have a killer day. Yeah. People were wondering earlier when I showed that Shaman if you were going to be all over that one War Room, but then we remembered you're supposed to be saving money for Blade Show. And since you already have Shaman in the collection, we didn't think you'd be grabbing this one. Take a look and see if this Thursday or next Thursday would work for you, MPG. Either one. War Room and I will be on. So either this Thursday or next Thursday, we go at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'd love to get you on. Mick Ranger. Member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? What it do? TKE. Just popping in from work. Hope all is well. Good to see you, homie. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm going to show that smoky gray shaman one more again. Going to go Inception mode for a second. Ooh. All right, roger that. TKE. Have a great day, Neil. Look at that smoky gray shaman. That micarta and DLC S45. That looks so damn good. Kurt White, what's up, homie? How are you today? Hope you're having a great day. Anybody check out Wixco yet? I know Josh Grant and a couple other people. Oh wait, no, he got the FerraMonster Spectrum. That's what he sent me a picture of. I've had a couple of people send me pictures of their new FerraMonsters and Wixcos that they got over the last couple of weeks. But both of their crossbar locks, the FerraMonster Spectrum and the Wixco Drax, both feel very good. They nailed the crossbar locks on both of these. The premium version is a little bit bigger and a little thicker in the scales because it has the full tie liners instead of inset liners. So the premium one's a little bigger, but both are very nice. No new knives till the Ripley comes home. Yay, yay, yay. Ooh. Chocolate chip cookies with Cadbury eggs. That's a trip. That's a trip. Cicero. Kelby Lion. What's going on? I do not. I had a Benchmade bug out and I pimped it out and with scales and a titanium clip and everything, and it was too thin for me. It just didn't work in my hands, so I traded it to a member of the Kripple Krew for a knife that I do love. And I don't have any other Benchmades. I have a lot of Benchmade alternatives that I like better. The FerraMonster did kill it with the budget line. So this was in my back pocket right now. I've been rocking the Drax quite a bit. I mean the Wortex, because these thumb studs work perfectly as a wave feature when I'm pulling this out. And I've practiced where I can either pull it out and have it in my hand ready this way, or pull it out and have it in my hand ready this way, out of my pocket, open up, ready to go. That hawkbill blade is going to do some wicked ripping for you. The micarta is very nice on it, very nice. And it The micarta version is only $60. The carbon fiber would be this style carbon fiber in either this color or the blue and black. And their shred carbon fiber does look nice. But so far, I am very impressed with them. Yes, actually cool designs. I agree. Like they didn't just. That's another thing about Pickled Steel is their designs don't just look like all the other designs. Civivi, Kaiser, even Kubi to an extent. They put out so many knives, so many that a lot of them just look the same. Wixco changed it up and went with some different looks. The Axor looks like a beautiful working knife. That sheepsfoot blade, that'll be here soon for review. And we are going to be giving away Wixco's when we hit 2K. There's a couple more Wixco's coming in. Reviews on all of them will be upcoming. But FerraMonster did a very good job with their budget line here. Don't know, want all of them. Yes, patch, pouch, and hardware. They give you a full unboxing experience. What it do, One Moon? Like FerraMonster does. You get the cloth, you get a pouch that I appreciate the fact that it doesn't look like all my other pouches. I like their patch better than the FerraMonster patch because the FerraMonster patch is huge. The Wixco patch is much smaller, and I like it because you can put it anywhere. But all of that, and this guy comes in at $60 after code DBD. Their most expensive ones come in at $90 after DBD. And that's with the shred carbon fiber and everything. And awesome crossbar action. Yeah, the Sage 6. Oh, that's one that very high on my list. That's now the new Spyderco, like the new Sage for me. I wanted a Sage 5. More than a pair of 3. I wanted a Sage 5, but now I want a 6. Yeah, the logo is a cool color. And, the pivot, the little bat guy, it works for me. The name is still interesting to me, but I can get over the name Wixco. This one, though, is so fun to carry. It's only 2.38 ounces, so it disappears in your pocket. Very thin profile, just disappears in your pocket, but you can easily pull it out ready to go in your hand. PM2 salt. Yay. Try their MagnaCut. Yeah, War Room has a PM2 salt. Because I already have, where are you? An S45VN PM2. If I get a salt, it'll be one of their other models, just so I can try a different model. But there are still 2 PM2s that are on my Grail list, and that's a Warney and a Tonto. They've done the Warneys in a couple of steels. I would take either. I don't care. I just want a Warney, and I just want a Tonto. I can deal without the salt. That's really cool. But since I already have a PM2 with a regular blade shape, and S45 is plenty good, I'm not too worried about getting a salt PM2. But I would like to try their salt series on something else. Headhunter Rat will always be on your Grail list. Yeah, I really, really want a Tonto and a Warney PM2. And then my PM2 collection will be complete. And I can focus on other Spydercos and other knives. The Flying Fox, what's going on? That is the Pickled Steel Scarp Pro. It has a 67 layer Damascus blade with a 9CR core that you can see running all the way down the length of the blade. So this is a stainless Damascus and rosewood scales that feel great. Be shady, what to do? And you can get these for right about $50. Depending on the exchange rate today, they were $49 and change after code Kripple10 when I looked the other day. They might be as much as $51 and change after code Kripple10. But full-size knife, definite full-size knife, beautiful Damascus. And the owner of this company is currently in the chat, or at least his alter ego is currently in the chat right now. This is the Pickled Steel Scarp Pro. They are in the US and ready to ship. I'm sure Kelly White would be very happy to drop a link to this. And using code Kripple10 always saves you 10%. That's Kripple with a K. Kripple10 always saves you 10% at Pickled Steel Knives. How you doing, Be Shady? Appreciate you popping in at work. Free shipping on orders 35 and over at One Moon site. And you can use code Kripple10 to save 10%. Yo, yo, yo. Gotta love it. It is Flying Fox, especially for $50. Like the rosewood is done very well, and it is so comfortable in hand. The way that the wood is textured, it's comfortable in any grip, and crazy smooth action. Like I have to get my thumb out of the way because it will drop on my thumb if I let it. Of course, like all pickled steels, perfectly centered. And one other bonus, if you're not familiar with pickled steel, Lonely Fox, thank you for dropping that link, Kelly. If you're not familiar with pickled steel, every one of their edges is hand finished on a whetstone. And even their Damascus is crazy sharp. They are in the United States, ready to ship, like $50 after code Kripple10. Pickled Steel is a very awesome company. If you haven't experienced them yet, Mr. Fox, I would check them out. Is there any beef between Pickled Steel and Kin Onion? No. You know, I haven't had Kin Onion on my live streams to ask him, but I've had Pickled Steel on plenty of lives. That's for sure. Yes, I'm going to move some of this and throw out my Pickled Steels so we can take a look at this awesome lineup. Let me find the crappy sheet for the Onion, beef, and pickles. You're making a burger. Move that and that. And we will put out. Boom. And where's my Capilabaro? There is the 5 pickled steel folders I have right now. And then the Vol Knives, Pickled Steel, and Paula Hunter. It's quite possibly the best hunting knife you're going to get under $60. And a production version of a quite legendary custom design out of South Africa. We are going to put you right in the middle. Move that for the moment because we also, of course, have my new favorite kitchen knife, the Pickled Steel Bush Ulu. This is my new favorite kitchen knife. Used this a couple of times the last couple of nights. And such a great chopper. And these are less than $20. Less than $20. Now, although the website says 4CR, but I could have sworn that you said that all of the Bush Kitchen series were 5CR. I just want to double check that. You want to talk about a crazy grind? This V grind that they have on the kitchen knives is crazy sharp. This is the sharpest pickled steel knife that I have. Okay, 5CR. I thought so, homie. I just want to make sure that when I do my review, I say the right steel. I really like that this has a usable sheath that you can actually throw on your belt and carry with you when you're out in the bush. Cool beans. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure I give the correct information. I just noticed that when I was doing just talking about these on the members only preview. And I meant to ask you about it. I should have asked offline, but oh well. Called you out anyway. This knife, as sharp as it is, ain't nobody getting your beef jerky. Or your biltong, whatever the hell you call that stuff. And you can pop your bottles. Pickled Steel is killing it. I know I'll be checking out a Buffalo soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. And we've still got more prototypes and customs coming this way. By the way, Aldo, when I had the Bultong, okay, I had it right the first time. When I had the Blixen Blade here, there was definitely everybody thought that should be a knife that Pickled Steel does a production version of. I know Blixen, I know their customs are affordable to begin with, but they can only produce so many knives at a time. And to get one of their designs like that prototype and for everybody to be able to experience it would be awesome. Same materials, N690 and G10. And my daughter, like deadly daughter, when I showed her the knife, I didn't tell her that you were considering it as a prototype. I didn't tell her anything other than I have a custom knife to show you. And as soon as she saw that, she says, Pickled Steel should make this. The scales already look like a pickle. So as soon as I showed it to her, before I told her you were considering it, Deadly Daughter said Pickled Steel should make that knife. Oh, that's awesome, Dan Stan. Spyderco's S45BN is awesome. That's what my PM2 is. This is my personal oldest Spyderco. And I've been very happy with their S45. This is one of my more used knives. And it needs a strop, but the working edge is still there, and most of that fine edge is still there. And I've had this knife for over a year without sharpening it. I've stropped it and I need to strop it again. But I've yet to sharpen this S45. It'll probably be stropped once more before I decide to put an edge on it. But their edge has lasted very well on this. Making a sheath on IG for the 4th time. The 15V would be awesome for sure, just to experience. But their S45VN is great, and it's less money. Oh, we also got a carry from. Oh, damn. Is this looks like a full custom version of the tack. I can't read the logo, the name, Maker's Mark, but that looks almost like a full custom tack. We also have a picture from Cicero. That's a really good looking Tonto blade as well. It reminds me a lot of that Aries that we were just looking at. That same, you've got a low primary tip. I kind of like that mild secondary on that compound. And that titanium looks awesome. Says he won that one from Rob. Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. And here's that's right. You won. I forgot you won that when Neves was on. When Neves was on TKE's live, he won. Cicero won this titanium beef and this jigged DLC Pioneer Jack. Killer wins, my man. Absolutely killer wins. Joe to the K, what it do? What it do? Yeah, S45VN definitely going to be a lot easier to strop up than the 15B. Even if the 15B would keep the edge longer. And yeah, DLC, I agree. Obviously, you can see I'm a fan. My Manix and my PM2 are both DLC coded. I really want that new Sage 6. I want the button operated compression. It's a Nathan Vermeulen custom. Very cool. That is a sick knife, Gareth. Yeah, I like Spyderco's DLC. I really need to change out these scales and ball cage eventually. Love my Ultim PM2. The only other Spyderco currently in the collection is my OG Little Big Knife, the Lil Native. This was my second Spyderco. This was a gift from Mrs. Deadly, the Knife Joy exclusive 20 CV. It's got a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on it. I love this guy. Perfect fifth pocket knife. Gabe Harlan, what's going on? Good to see you. 3 more SA custom knives for all of us to do review on. Ooh, I like it. Joe Kasperick, Mannix ball cage. You can get them from Flightanium. You can get them on like different sites like Blade HQ and Knife Center and stuff sell Mannix accessories. I haven't changed my ball cage out yet, but I know Flightanium does a bunch of them. So I always thought Spydercos looked ugly. They just didn't do it for me. I thought they were fugly knives. And when I got into knife review content on YouTube, there were so many reviewers that said this is one of the most comfortable and useful knives ever made, that I decided I just had to get one in hand. That's what everybody says. You got to feel one. And when I felt this PM2 on Father's Day, we stopped at a Cabela's and they had one. It was the digital camo G10. And I held it in hand, and the only one they had left was the display model. And Mrs. Deadly and the Deadly Daughter got it for me for Father's Day. And I got in the car, immediately switched it to tip up carry, even with the stock clip. And then I ordered the Cerberus scales. So the Ultim scales are made in the US, and a Lynch Northwest clip. So that's made in the US. You have Grimsmo scales. Ooh. I would check out Flightanium as the one that I know does the most variation of stuff for the Mannix ball cages. That's awesome, Gareth. But yeah, once I got this in hand, I understood the ergos and fell in love with the knife. The action, of course, once you break in a compression lock, the action with the washers is just awesome. So then I saw videos on the Little Native, and I really wanted to have, a full-size, large EDC and a fifth pocket to go with it. So the Little Native was my next Spyderco, and yes, the ergos are perfect. And then you have a compression lock on this little knife to do all kinds of work. So the Mannix was first custom folder. Hell yeah! The Mannix became a grail of mine, and War Room made a trade with me, and I got the Mannix, and I like these ergos even better than the PM2. So now I want to do custom ball cage and scales and clip on this one. And the next Spideys that I want are a Shaman, a Sage 6, and then either the PM2 Warney and Tonto or a Spyderco Canis. The grip and the mini grip. Ooh. Those are two Benchmades that I actually want to check out. Yeah, the Para 3 I don't own, Dan Stan, but I have handled one and it is so comfortable. Let's look at Pickled Steels at Aldo's Spydercos. Whoa. Whoa. Aldo has two of a Spyderco I've never seen. That is wicked. One of them's got the dark swedge. The other one doesn't. Or at least maybe it does, and I'm just not seeing it the same. They look, oh, those are wicked. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Ceramic ball when you do the cage. Just makes it even smoother. Yeah, what the hell is that, Aldo? That's a wicked knife I've never seen, and you got two of them. Was it the stock ball cage that broke? The stock plastic one? Manix 2 and Micro Jimbo? Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, it is an awesome platform to customize for sure. I haven't started customizing my Manix, but I will. I'm also thinking about getting the Rips Garage Tech Ultim scales for the Lil Native. Gotcha. Yeah, stock is steel ball with plastic cage. I'm gonna let doctors have real quick. What's that? All right. The plug. Yeah, I haven't plugged up the lanyard hole. Yeah, when I do scales, I don't need the lanyard hole on the Manix. That's for sure. It's big enough it doesn't need it. Yes, such an awesome platform. They really need to make more knives with this lock. Just like Cold Steel and Dimco need more Scorpion lock knives. I still can't believe the 8015 is the only Scorpion lock knife we have. Oh, what are those Spydercos? Mamba. Gotcha. Spyderco Mamba. That's crazy. I've never seen that one before. Yeah, we need more Scorpion locks and we need more Spyderco ball locks. Absolutely. Yeah, I see you got two of them. I'd make a... Oh, that is such a wicked looking knife. I just had to look at it again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show it one more again. 'Cause I've never seen those before. That Mamba's wicked. Mad tactical. One for each of the girls one day. There you go. Yeah, I agree. I like the M4 blade quite a bit. I knew when I got a Manix, I wanted one of the exclusives and one of the blade steels. And when War Room offered to trade this one, I had to be about it. Got the DLC M4, and I am well stoked with this one. Started as a flat ground S30V, painting awesome convex zero edge. Damn. Damn, that sounds wicked sharp. People trying to buy those ones off of you, huh? So is there anybody, I'm curious, is there anybody on the stream right now that prefers Benchmade to Spyderco? Hey, much love, Ron. Always appreciate you and your support, my friend. I hope you have a killer day. Take it easy, Ron. Stay deadly, homie. So glad that we're gonna have Johan Jordan back on the live this Saturday, doing another South African Saturday. I love those interviews. Thank you. Hit that thumbs up. Never had Benchmade, never will. I understand. You know, I had, like I said, I've said many times, I had the bug out. It wasn't for me. Even when I pimped it out, it was too thin. It just never fit my hand. And I traded that one for a knife that makes me very happy every time I flick it open. And that is my premium Pony Stout. Premium Pony Stout V2s are coming with inlays. But I got the Premium Pony Stout out of it, and I was happy. And the only other Benchmades that I would really like to check is I would like to try the Adamas's, and I would like to try the grips. But I'm not willing to pay Benchmade prices. Lil Draco, second to the last one. Do you mean this one? The Warhog? Farabi, welcome. How are you? Little Drake, first off, welcome back, homie. But this is the Pickled Steel Warhog. The Warhog is a Johan Jordan design. And this is better than any sheepdog, Kaiser sheepdog. So comfortable in hand. Fantastic crossbar. Very stout crossbar. You have the aluminum with the G10 or aluminum and micarta. G10 and micarta, I meant to say. There's aluminum coming. G10 and micarta is what I was trying to say. But awesome thumb studs. perfect crossbar action, and always under $60. Typically right about $50 with code Kripple10. The owner of this company is on our live stream right now, Aldo with Pickled Steel. And they make insanely good knives for stupid fair prices. Dude, it's $50 just at $50 after code Kripple10. Between $50 and $54, depending on the exchange rate, after code Kripple10. But always under $60. And just perfect. Just got a Benchmade at 200 and up. Yes, yeah. Benchmade is so expensive. The black wash on this blade is awesome as far as durability and keeping it looking good. Stout crossbar, perfect ergos. And the designer of this knife, who also designed these two, will be back on the live stream this Saturday. Yes, I need to work on designs with Aldo. Because if I was going to pick any company that I wanted to work with to bring out DBD's first knife, it would be Pickled Steel. I know when you're making a design, you don't really get to pick who's going to end up licensing and making it, if anybody. But if I got to choose who I could make my first knife with, it would absolutely be Pickled Steel. Got a grip and mini grip for trade. Which blade shape on those? The old school sheep's foot? Yes, we will, Aldo. Absolutely. First, we need to do DBD editions of the Spoliator and the Freya. And Ultim Freya. And I'm going to pull up the Spoliator. Come on. Pulling it up. Here we go. Tell me you guys wouldn't like to see a DBD version of this knife right here. Of course, it'd be a flipper delete. Obviously. Because then we could use this. But you know, we could DVD up an edition of this knife. Hella dope. Yeah, look at that price, too. It's under $30 after code Kripple10, folks. I'm going to pull up today's price on the Warhog while we're here. By the way, don't forget to get your Typhon pre-orders in. This is going to be a button liner lock over 8 inches long. Just over $40 after code DVD or code Kripple10. And then later down the road, we've got this badass premium version coming that you know you've got videos for on my channel. But the Warhog today would be less than $50 after code Kripple10. You can also pre-order your Blood Eagles. I also have a review on these. You can pre-order your Blood Eagles for less than $40 after code Kripple10. Look at these stupid prices. The Rhino, Warhog, Capilavaro, all under $50 after code Kripple10. Impala Hunter. You can get the Impala Hunter today for less than $50. Dan Stan, you got to check out the Typhon. So, yeah, I'll pull up the Ty one in just a second, Aldo. The Typhon, Dan, there is a couple of videos on my channel from about a week and a half ago with that premium Typhon, and check it out. It's 4mm blade stock, but it comes down to a wicked slicey edge, and it you can get the budget one, as you saw with my Carta, and then later there's the premium one coming, which is the one I got to review. So we're going to take a look at some more of the Spoliator line, because we only saw the one. But this is another knife that Aldo and I might be working together on. This is the Spoliator. And it comes in G10, micarta, carbon fiber, or friggin' tie. Look at this right here. We're looking at tie and M390. And you can pre-order this for $108. $108 after code Kripple10 for M390 and tie. Titanium on the pocket clip. And you can get either the blackout or the satin, both of which are M390 for $108 after code Kripple10. M390, titanium, pickled steels, edges, and customer service. $108, folks. Code Kripple10. Yes, yes. That's one that Aldo said he and I might be able to work on a DVD version of. And you guys tell me, would you only be interested in a DVD version of the budget Spoliator? Or you think, should we also work together on a premium one? I want to know what you guys actually think. Yeah, it looks like you have to put an order in soon. Absolutely. Right. Riz Knives, what's going on? So some of the knives are already in the US and ready to ship. Some of the knives are going to be shipping from South Africa. The selection of US availability is already growing, and there is a tab on the website where you can check stuff if it's already. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking, Dan Stan. A flip or delete on the premium would be whoo. And do it, and you'd be able to get it for less than $110, or at least less than 120 for show. And so, but even the stuff that isn't listed on the US availability tab, you can still order and it will get to you. It just ships from South Africa. He is working with the US distributor. The owner of the company is on this live stream, Riz Knives. So is the US distributor. So every week, more models are becoming available for US distribution as they get shipped over. So that US distribution availability is always growing. Plus, everything can be ordered and shipped worldwide. But every knife that you see on this table is currently in the US and ready to ship. If you're looking for the best value working knife you can find right now, the Stuff We Do edition of the Freya is, I'm going to check today's price real quick, actually, on the website. Let's actually just look real quick, and I'm going to show you the red one. There is 4 left, only 4 left of this Stuff We Do edition Freya. All the other ones that are available have flipper tabs. We are going to show this one. This red one here, there is 4 left of the Freya, and it's $25 after code Kripple10 for what is my favorite go-to working knife right now. The Freya is wicked comfortable in hand. I have tried Benchmade's, Grivery, Spyderco's, FRN. I have other companies' FRN sitting around here that I have reviewed, and Pickled Steels is the best feeling FRN that I have felt. You've got insane action, crazy, crazy sharp blade, and $25. But there's only 4 left. Only 4 left. $25 after code Kripple10. Yeah, like I said, everything you see on this table is currently available for US distribution. This colorway is completely gone forever. And that red, there's only 4 left, and the red won't be ran again for a long time. So if you like the Freya, the Stuff We Do editions are my favorite because of the flipper delete, giving you these great ergos. I'd grab one of those red ones before they're gone. $25. Like, you could get all 4 of them for $100. Put one in your pocket, one in your bag, one in your truck, and give one to your wife. Perfect action. The whack. I have carried this all over. I've taken this to the South on multiple trips. This thing has gone cross country with me twice. And it finds its way on me very often because it's so lightweight, but such a good user. And especially if I've got, say, if I've got, this was in my pocket right now. I've got my Jack Wolf as my main knife, and I'm about to do something dirty. I'm gonna reach in the pocket and pull out the Freya instead. This thing has been put through paces, and I just did a review on it the other day stating that I think this is the best knife you can get currently under $30. This is the reigning budget king. This beats the CJRB button lock Pyrite, or Pyrite Light, I should say. And my only negative about this knife, and it doesn't affect me at all, is that it's right hand only. I think the only thing stopping this from being the perfect budget option is for lefties to be able to carry it easily too. But I carry it on my left side in my left rear pocket because then the pocket clip is set up perfectly. I don't like a knife in my left front pocket anyway. So I carry in my left rear pocket, which means I use a right hand carry option anyway. And just a great knife, especially for $25. Luke. Or did I miss somebody named Luke? Or is that Wrist Knives? Ah, killed it, Aldo. On all of these. Capilavaro. So wicked. This is a thumb taker if you don't get your fingers out of the way. I mean, like, look at that guillotine drop. Yeah, the chocolate Freya. And it's funny. I didn't think that I was going to be a huge fan of the chocolate color when I heard they were coming. When I got it, I loved it. We've given one away on the channel. We've given multiple pickled steels, a lot of pickled steels, but we've done one of the chocolates. And I'm not just saying this stuff because you're on the live, Aldo. Most of my lives end up showcasing pickled steel at some point because it's really unbeatable. Ultim, yay, yay. Ultim on this. Yes, I agree. I agree, Gabe. Oh, the Capilavaro and Ultim Capilavaro. This one's a Miguel Hetzel design, who is the same designer as the Rhino. Another guy that maybe we will get on a South African Saturday at some point. Obviously, he draws his inspiration from South African critters. And this one here, Gabe, this front hollow ground portion is so wicked sharp. And then we've got a thicker flat ground portion back here. And this easily shaves my arm bare. I mean, crazy edge. I won't do it with this recurve portion because that'll just take layers of skin. It's so sharp. You want yours on a pickled steel live? Hell yes. The scales are flavored. No, that's awesome, Jason. I just didn't. I just missed him popping in and saying hi. This with the top flipper instead of a rear flipper, where it does have a nice cut back here, where you could definitely roll over. Yeah, this one being a Miguel Hetzel design is not something that like I would partner with Aldo to do a DVD version of. Not like, you know, the Aldo's designs. But yeah, this is my only negative, my only drawback on the Capilavaro, and it's a personal preference, is I'm not a fan of this point in my knife grips, but I can hold it very comfortably without that bothering me. But if I had to find a negative, that would be it. Like, I love the way they did the pocket clip on this. This reversible pocket clip goes behind the scale on either side. Fantastic ergos. Oh, it looks like we just got a delivery. I want to see. I wonder if that's more knives. I'm gonna open. I'm gonna check to see what just got delivered. Oh, looks like we got 2 more Wixcos in, I believe. Yes, real deep carry. The Rhino is also a reversible pocket clip. This one is inset with into the scales and reversible. Yeah, this looks to be 2 more Wixco knives coming in for review. And oh, he sent it. That makes me so happy. Okay. First off, we're going to show the Axor. Guys, I'm going to be doing a review of a bunch of the Wixco stuff and doing giveaways. We're getting close to 2K on here. Very close. This Axor, their unboxing experience is very good. And this looks like another fantastic working blade. Sheep's foot with contoured G10. Right hand tip up only. Very good ergos. And killer act. Their G10 feels nice. Ooh. Wixco coming in with a banger. Yes, very good blade profile. There we go. All blackout on this one. This is like the Rhino's little brother. Like if you needed a smaller one. But one of the knives that I have been very excited to see from them is here. And this one will not be given away. However, this one will be. The beautiful shred carbon fiber. Later, Neil Mac. I appreciate you hanging out, brother. Have a killer day. This Drax is going to be given away. This Drax is going to stay in the collection. If y'all know me, you're probably already guessing. Jesse, what's up? Yeah, that'd be a great one to win. Good to see you, Jesse. Member Kripple Krew Inc. Igor, how are you, Igor? I'm going to try it. Korobsino. Igor Korobsino. I'm not going to say your last name anymore after that because I probably butchered it. But hello, Igor. So the Drax that's going to stay in the collection, Ultim Knife number 18. And this Ultim reminds me a lot of the smooth Ultim on the S90V Penguin. Oh, that sounds so cool. You get a lot more of the spring twang from this one with the Ultim, just the sound of it. So, Ultim Knife number 18 means that pretty soon this Drax will be given away with their shred carbon fiber. Now that is some good looking Ultim. You can see all the milling in the liners. It's really a trip how they got these lines under the Ultim on both sides just to add to the look. Oh, I like their Ultim. This is some of my favorite Ultim. Yeah, I'm up to 18 now. Bad luck to have 18. Yeah, I know you would prefer the shred carbon fiber, Rolf. And then this also comes in a brown micarta. And that's the least expensive version at $60. These ones are like 70 something, I think, with code DBD. And then the shred carbon fiber comes in right at 90 with code DBD. But this one will be one of the Wixcos that we give away for sure. The Drax in shred carbon fiber. 14C28N with a PVD that is a really trippy PVD, because when you take it outside in the sunlight, you can see all these, like, I don't want to call them sparkles, but all these colors under the PVD in the sunlight. It's a trippy PVD. But yeah, 14C on all their blades right now. Yes, we will be giving it away soon. But this Ultim one, oh, it feels so good. It's so light and balanced right there. Have address right. Yeah, there's you guys know the Ultim bug bit me. But this reminds me so much of the smooth Ultim on the Penguin, but it still Ultim as a material still has a grip. Oh, well, look on your DVD slip. Yeah, these, unlike the Penguin in Ultim, these Ultim scales are contoured. This to me is as thin and small as I can go. Like if the bug out was this size, it would have fit my hand okay. I can't go much thinner than this though. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do another Ultim update video. It's been quite a while since I did an Ultim update. I think I had 11 last time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another Ultim video. I'm gonna need to see if I can even try to order them into favorites. That's gonna be mad difficult. That was I did not know. I knew that an Axer was coming, and I believe a Skort is also coming for review and for giveaway. But I did not know that he sent me the Ultim. I didn't think he was going to send it because he had already sent a Drax. But yeah, this will make a very good giveaway. Yeah, the Axar. There it is. Their G10 There's something about it that it reminds me of North Mountain Blades G10. This is definitely a premium G10. If you've felt premium G10s, you know what I mean. It's a different feeling. I think this one comes in right around 60 with code DBD. Let me take a look real quick. Pull up the Wixco site. Oh, I already have it up. Let's just share it then. Since it's already up, we'll go Inception. Yes, smooth texture G10. I haven't felt the ghost yet. I haven't felt the ghost yet. But yeah, it's a different feel than PO Ply G10. Yeah, the Axers all come in at $56 after code Kripple 10. We've got the blackout obviously here to check out. But they also have black with stonewash, or is that satin? Stonewash, yeah. And then the blue and black. This is the brown micarta version of the Drax. That's the least expensive Drax at $60. And then you've got 85 after code DBD on the shred carbon fiber, or 75 on the Ultim. The Pexton is aluminum scales. The Ragnar is bigger and has G10 scales. And then the Scorps are aluminum with shred carbon fiber or aluminum with steel. And then the Wortex is that wicked little ripper. 60 for the micarta, or $88 for the shred carbon fibers. And I know Sever. Whoops, I didn't mean to add it to the cart, but I know Sever 7 got this blue one, I believe, and it looks really cool in person. And this is the one that these thumb studs work great as a wave feature. I don't know about the Axor yet because I haven't tried since it just got here, but I know it works great on the Wortex. And I like that these designs don't look like everybody else's designs. That's one of the things that I love about Pickled Steel. You know, some companies put out 5-6 blades a month, but they all look the same. Mad Yako, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Good to see you, my brother. Has that old school carbon look? Yeah. How does which one compare to a black paper micarta? Because the only paper micartas I have felt are Kaiser paper micartas with their these. Where are you? Here we go. I have two of them. Like oh god, what do they call their paper micarta? What is but this is the only one designed for different companies. Oh, you sold it to North Mountain? Congrats, my brother. Congrats. Rich Light, thank you. Thank you. BNA, what it do, homie? Yeah, Rich Light is the only paper micarta I have ever felt. This smooth G10, it is a little more textured than the Rich Light. It does have a different feel, a little Just slightly more texture to it, but still pretty smooth. Driving home from the shop. Yay, yay, yay. We just looking at new knives. You like being the one that we chatting about? Well, like I said, even when you're not here, everybody can tell you Pickled Steel ends up part of pretty much all of my live streams because of how much. Yeah, I can share the ghost. Let me pull it up. Let me. I'm getting that ghost pulled up. There it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does look very, very similar. Let me share this screen. That is so awesome, Yako. I'm so stoked for you. So this is the ghost. And for less than $30, this has that same smooth texture G10. That's a good looking knife. Is that a hollow grind? No, it's flat. Okay. Just the way that the reflection looked. Okay, I see it now. That's clean. That's clean. A flipper delete thumb stud version. Woo! Yeah, buddy. That's a good looking knife. Hitting the USA soon. Ooh, that means we'll have one to show you soon, folks. Looking forward to showing that off. Superlock version of the Redeemer called the Forsaken. Nice. I just ordered a leather mat the other day that's going to go right here on the desk that I'm going to be sending to Bluminati for some laser work to get my logo and such put on it. And that's what I'm going to shoot over after I get that going forward instead of the Blade HQ mat. And I'll save the Blade HQ for doing glow in the dark stuff. The biggest thing that I hate about shooting over the Blade HQ mat is covering the Blade HQ logo every video, every picture. Because if I'm not showing a Blade HQ exclusive, I'm not going to show their logo. So I just want to get a leather mat with my own logos on it. Then I need, see, graduation coming up. We got her graduation party at the end of the month. She graduates first week of next month. Between graduation and getting everything to get her moved over for college and such, it has been so expensive. But I also need to work with our brother Yako on a DBD Hank. I need a DBD Hank personally. And I don't know, maybe a Kripple Krew collab in the future. So I went with a light olive green leather. So it's going to be kind of similar to the color that I've been using. But I could also, here, I'll show you the color. This is the color. Well, I don't, that's not coming through. That looks grayish right now. It's a very, my lighting is messing with me, but it is a very light olive green. And when it's down and such, I think it'll show better. But it's slightly darker than what I'm currently using. You can see it there next to it. Here, move that. Slightly darker than what I'm currently using, but not so dark. Oh, that would be really cool. That would be hella cool. Yako. Yeah, I need to work with you on getting one for myself for sure. And then I don't know, maybe I think the Kripple Krew would buy some collabs if we did Kripple Krew collabs. Yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a while. It's been so expensive with everything we've had to do, traveling to colleges and such, that I haven't been able to yet. But it's something I've been wanting to work with you on. Because a personal DVD Hank would be sick and I would shoot over it a lot. But also, Kripple Krew, full life. Putting this back in the box, then I'm going to send it to Blue in. But I also figured that the color of this mat would work if I want to remove the background for pictures too. So that'll be the mat that I record over in the not too distant future. It'll have my little cane homie, and it'll have my name, of course, and it'll say Kripple Krew on there, faux show. But y'all already know I love me my Mad Yako Hanks. I mean, my glow-in-the-dark leaf Hank is the one currently on display. But my other ones still get a lot of pocket time. And every single time I record or take pictures, knives get wiped down with Mad Yako Hanks. It's like an integral step to my photo process is I have to wipe the blades with one of his Hanks because the material that he uses on the inside of these Hanks is the best. It is the best for cleaning up your blades for shots by far. No, I appreciate you, homie. You make some awesome stuff. And there's always one in my pocket. The weed one, it gets the most pocket time, but that's more because of the size than anything. It gets the most pocket time, but these ones still get carried frequently. This is my dress up one, and but they are used every picture. The knives get wiped down with one of those. I have Hanks from other folks, but they're cool for other stuff. But for getting like a polished blade to look good, they do not work the same as the material in the Yako Hanks. No, YouTube, we are not going to insert ads. I hate how it always says, now would be a good time to insert ads. So I do want to give a shout out and thank the Kripple Krew. Thank everybody. Thank Aldo as well. Everybody that has helped the growth of my channel. I am getting close to 1 year. I'm a month and a half away from 1 year. Hey, Pickled Steel, Aldo, you have a fantastic night, my friend. We need to talk about some spoliator and Freya stuff soon. But I hope you have a fantastic knife. A chip in your pocket can mean a lot of things. Yeah, watch your colors and such. But I'm a month and a half away from 1 year on YouTube and on Instagram. And to be getting close to 2,000 on YouTube just blows my mind. And so I just want to give a shout out to everybody and say thank you for all of your support. I never thought that we'd be getting close to 2K right now. You know, I thought that I would have been stoked to hit 500 in the first year. So the support of the Kripple Krew means so much to me, more than you guys can know. I appreciate you, Rolf, and hope you have a killer day. Much love to my EDC familia. But I do want to say real quick before I end this, you know, this life ain't easy. If it was, we'd all make it out alive, right? And we all go through tough times. Don't be afraid to reach out and talk to somebody in this community. You can reach out to me, but this community truly cares. And sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes some crap happens and maybe you don't want to unload on your family, or you don't have somebody that you can just talk it out with. This community supports each other in a way that I don't believe any other community does. And don't suffer in silence by yourself. If you're having issues, talk to somebody. Reach out, even if they can't do anything about it. Just reach out. Mental health is important. And this community has done so much for my own mentals. After becoming disabled and not being able to work at, when this happened, I was under 40 years old. So to find out that you can't work at 38 is tough news to take. And I went through some tough times, but this community really helped me get through it. And now, man, I get up every day looking forward to either recording a video for knowing that somebody's going to watch it, or I love the live stream days where I get to come on and chat with you guys. Very true, BNA. People don't take it seriously. And guys have it's a guy thing too. We tend to suffer in silence. But there's no need to. Reach out to somebody and talk. This community has helped my mentals in ways I never could have expected. And I know that this community can help with yours. So anybody, if you're having troubles, reach out and talk. You can hit me up on Instagram, but take your mental health seriously. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for what you've done for my mentals. With that note, we're going to call it a day. And I really appreciate everybody hanging out and spending some of your day with me. We got to look at some badass knives and we got some awesome stuff coming. Stay tuned for reviews on all of this fire coming in. Have a killer rest of your day. Don't forget, Caleb will be live later talking about his 500 sub giveaway that's coming up. So show Caleb some support. Until then, stay safe, stay frosty, but most importantly, stay deadly.